Have you ever experienced that lingering fatigue after a full night's rest? Or experienced bloating, mood swings, brain fog, even though you're eating clean and doing all the right things? These are signs your body isn't just tired, it's shining a light on something deeper that is going on inside you without your knowledge. Ayurveda's central hypothesis on disease is a toxic buildup known as ama. It's what happens when your digestion weakens and the body cannot fully process food, thoughts, or even emotions. Based on modern science, this is the plaque on your teeth, the hardening of blood vessels, the excess buildup on your uterine lining, oxalic acid crystals in your joints, cellulite under your skin, stuffy sinuses. The list goes on. Ayurveda calls this as ama, an unwanted, sticky byproduct of inefficient biological processes. In this video, we will explore why detox is more important than ever and how you can gently reset your body, mind, and your energy using these 3 powerful Ayurvedic steps. Now, these steps aren't just trendy, they are sacred. They've been used for centuries, and they are especially important for women after the age of 30 when our inner rhythms begin to shift. For those who are new here, hi, I'm Salila. I'm a generational Ayurveda practitioner and yoga teacher based in sunny California. And I'm here to help you return to the natural wisdom of our ancestors. Activate your AI, your Ayurvedic intelligence, and get your body back to juicy, glowy health. Let's begin. Step number 1 will be to ignite your digestion, Deepana and Pachana. If you don't understand this, hold on for a couple of minutes. While I explain it, everything will become clear. The first step is not about removing anything. It's about preparation. Before you detox, you have to rekindle your Agni, your digestive fire. Because if your digestion is weak, no amount of cleansing is going to help. It can actually make things worse. This process of cleansing is called as Deepana and Pachana, which means gently stimulating your digestive fire and breaking down that sticky ama without shocking your system. First, let's remove what is slowing your digestion. So, no sugar, no processed foods, no fried meals, no snacking between meals, and having at least 4-hour gap between meals, and eating no more than 3 times a day. Next, you begin warming up your digestive fire. Start your morning with warm water. You can add lemon or ginger for extra support. Eat only freshly cooked foods, warm meals, things like rice, mung dal, sauteed vegetables in a little bit of oil, and pinches of healing spices like asafoetida, hing, and turmeric. Use spices like cumin, coriander, fennel, ginger, and black pepper. They wake up your gut. And here is something most people forget. How you eat matters tremendously. Sit down, chew slowly. Don't scroll your phone while you're eating. Let your body be fully present with your food. Do this for 3 to 5 days. Think of this phase as like sweeping the floor before mopping. You are telling your body, I am ready to let go. And often, this alone will help 60 to 70% of symptoms like bloating, brain fog, or cravings. All of these just simply melt away. Once you start feeling lighter and more regular, we move to step 2. Step 2 is removing toxins or Shodhana. Now that your Agni is active, we begin by removing the ama, the built-up toxins. This is the actual cleansing phase. Ayurveda calls this as Shodhana. But here's the key. There's no one-size-fits-all here. You need to cleanse based on your dosha, your unique mind-body constitution. Let me quickly help you find yours. So if you're naturally slim, You're creative, you're sensitive, you get cold easily, and you tend to feel anxious or constipated, you likely have a dominant Vata dosha. If you're medium build, focused, get hot or irritable easily, and have a strong appetite or inflammation, it's typically Pitta. If you're naturally curvy, calm, gain weight easily, and are often feeling sluggish, then you may be a Kapha. Now, let me walk you through each one of these detoxes differently. Let's talk about the Vata detox. Vata types tend to feel bloated, dry, constipated, and restless. Their detox must be warm, gentle, grounding. Start with a daily oil massage like Abhyanga. Take warm sesame oil, rub it on your body gently from head to toe. Let it sit for 20 minutes, then take a warm shower. It softens the dry tissues and calms the nerves. Every other night, take 1 teaspoon of castor oil with ginger tea. This will support your bowels, especially if you're constipated. Do this for 2 to 3 times in the week. And if you feel scattered or anxious, use Nasya, as I call it, 1 drop Nasya with ghee in each nostril. This helps with sleep and mental clarity. Keep eating warm, easy to digest meals. Absolutely no salads, smoothies, or cold foods. And most importantly, slow down. Avoid overstimulation and multitasking. Let your body restore itself. After a week, you will feel grounded, lighter, and calmer. Let's go to Pitta detox. Pitta types burn hot, literally. They deal with acidity, rashes, emotional flare-ups. Their detox needs to be cooling and gentle. Start with ghee therapy. For the first 3 mornings, take 1 tablespoon of plain ghee mixed with warm rice broth seasoned with black salt. This coats the stomach and draws the heat out gently. Meals should be light, cooling. So think mung lentils, rice, sauteed greens, zucchini, pumpkins. Avoid chili, garlic, onions, or anything fermented. Sip on a gut bestie throughout the day, made from coriander seeds, fennel, and licorice root shavings. This naturally flushes Pitta from the body. And if you're feeling inflamed, you can do gentle purgation. Take 1 to 2 teaspoons of castor oil with ginger tea after an Abhyangam bath. This softens that excess Pitta in the liver and the small intestine. For mental fire, use Brahmi oil for Nasya, 1 drop in each nostril, and it clears the headspace and will bring emotional ease. Keep your schedule unhurried, eat on time, don't skip meals, and avoid overstimulation. Go to bed before 10 p.m. Within days, your skin, your mood, your digestion will feel cooler and clearer. Let's talk about the Kapha detox. Kapha types feel heavy, tired, congested, especially in the lungs and the sinuses. Their detox must be energizing and activating. So start your day with spice. Drink ginger tea or gut bestie, a blend of dry ginger, carom, and black cumin. Have a light, savory breakfast of thin millet porridge. Lunch should be warm, light, and spiced with a pinch of trikatu, which is dry ginger, pepper, and pipali powdered in equal quantities. Think mung soup, congee with vegetables, steamed greens, and millet khichdi. Move your body every day. Walk, dance, stretch, do yoga. Afterwards, do a dry massage or use mustard oil. Then take a hot shower. Steam your sinuses once or twice during the week with ajwain or cloves. Then apply 2 drops of Anutaila in each nostril. Keep the dinner light, like warm soup or sauteed vegetables, by 7 p.m. and absolutely no eating after that. After 5 to 7 days, you will notice a shift. Left heavier, easier breathing, more motivation. Kapha detox helps you break through stuckness physically and emotionally. It reawakens motivation and clears mental fog. This phase can bring out emotional and physical release. You might feel a temporary dip in your energy or notice emotional fluctuation. And that is perfectly normal. It means your body is letting go. Step 3 is the rejuvenation and the restoration phase called as Rasayana in Ayurveda. After detox, your body is clean but sensitive. Now it needs nourishment. This is the Rasayana phase, where you nourish what was cleared out and rebuild your strength. You eat foods that restore energy and build your tissues. You start with soft khichdi consisting of mung dal, rice, ghee. You can add stewed fruit like plantain, apples, pears with a pinch of cardamom and ghee into your diet. You can include warm milk at night with ghee, nutmeg, turmeric, and ashwagandha if it suits your dosha. Continue daily oil massage, but now with more rejuvenating oils like Nalpamaradi oil or Iladi oil. Kapha Prakriti will benefit with an additional dry brushing before the oiling. Do gentle yoga and calming breath work, Nadi Shodhana or Brahmari Pranayama. Sleep early, avoid stress, and allow your body to settle into this new clean rhythm. This phase will last for 3 to 7 days. And this is my experience working with clients worldwide. If the Rasayana phase is skipped, you may feel depleted. But if honored, it helps lock in the benefits of your entire detox for the next 6 months. In conclusion, I want to tell you that this is the easiest way to reclaim juicy, glowy health, better skin and hair, greater energy, deeper sleep. With step 1, you rekindle your digestive fire. With step 2, you cleansed your body according to your dosha. Step 3, you rebuilt with nourishment, breath, and stillness. So Ayurveda doesn't just clean the body, it transforms your relationship with it. If you would like to help design your detox plan, here is a link in the description. And if this video helped you, share it with your sister, your mom, your friends. Subscribe to this channel. Let's keep bringing India's time-tested ancient wisdom worldwide for better health for all. Stay rooted, stay radiant. Namaste.